Welcome to HardSota Podcast, featuring the podcasters
This is movie phone.
Sean Bennett, Justin Rademacher. I've never actually said your last name, is that right?
Close enough.
Rademacher.
Okay.
And Annie Albright. We talk about time travel, mouth noises, and high school reunions and how useless they are.
We also find out everybody smells.
Justin smells like they don't know what soap is.
What have you guys been up to, huh?
I kind of peaked at 6'2".
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't quite reach that. 6 foot. It's kind of plateaued.
Guess what's sad? I'm actually 5'9"3/4.
What?
I know.
I don't
I'm a
believe it.
short
Bigfoot
person.
over here.
What?
Oh.
I say I'm 5'10", just to kind of.
You look taller than 5'9".
Compensating for something?
Yeah, I got a really tiny foot.
Just one?
Just
Yeah.
one tiny foot.
It's hard to buy shoes that way.
Just
I
a
ac-
little
short foot,
Barbie
long
foot.
Yeah, I actually, one of my feet's almost a full size bigger than the other.
Really?
Really?
I got my feet measured last fall for the first time, so I could buy actual running shoes that fit.
No, that was gonna be my next question. Was it for running shoes? Yep.
Yeah. It's because I snapped a tendon in this one.
Oh.
Ooh.
So this foot actually raised up a little, so it pulled it back.
Oh, interesting. So arch is a little bit higher than on the one side?
Yeah,
or?
right
Yep.
here. I have this big bump on top of your foot.
Yep.
Yeah, so this one's actually taller than this one and shorter.
Dang.
No,
I miss going to the gym. I know they're open, but it's still kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know. Still feels a little weird.
I was gonna, before we lost the foot thing, I was gonna say, you know what I miss? Skate shoes.
Skate shoes.
Thick, like wide shoes.
I had
So
Vans.
I've switched over to Converse, and I like them, but they are very tight around the toes, and I just miss the wide-footed skateboard shoes look, and it's not in style anymore, which sucks.
No. Yeah, you got to take it back to 2005.
Yeah, 2006. Etnies.
I had Vans and the E ones.
Yeah,
Were those Etnies? Yeah.
Or it was probably Etnies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I like the globes too. Yeah. Yeah. They weren't. Yeah, you didn't want to really run in skate shoes too much. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I always just had them pretty loose, and then I could just slip them on fast and go, which was pointless because it was like, then what's the point?
I feel like I only had one pair of shoes in middle school, and those were it.
I feel like I only have one pair of shoes now, and they're over there.
Mm-hmm.
I have too many.
Ugh.
We know.
I have two.
We know this.
I have two pairs that are the same.
Jeez.
Well, when you like something,
Actually, I
you
have
like.
three pairs that are the same shoes. Just one pair is black, and then two are red.
Dang.
They're comfy.
Mm-hmm.
I wear through shoes. I actually was gonna get new shoes. That's how crazy things have been right now. This is what's exciting is the fact that I went to the shoe store, forgot my wallet, and had to drive back and decided not to go back.
Yeah.
Should do that more often.
Yeah, just to get out,
Mm-hmm.
do something.
Yeah.
Luckily, I realized it before I even walked in the store. I was like, oh, all right,
Yep.
See ya.
It's weird that I get really dressed up for like grocery shopping. It's just all you can do.
I go walk
Yeah.
around the mall or Shields.
Oh, yeah, I do need to go check out that Shields in Eden Prairie there.
Big place.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Falling Knife on
Oh, yeah.
Sunday. That was fun. Fun to get back out and
Yeah.
just sit someplace else different to have a drink versus just sitting at home.
Was it like 50% capacity or something like that?
Yeah, they weren't very busy anyway, so I mean it was probably about the 25% or whatever.
Okay. Nice.
If not less.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's
Broadway in
Yeah,
Northeast.
yeah.
Kind of near me. Don't.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of by the it's more by the quarry or whatever that
Yep.
area is. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
still on
yeah.
Broadway.
Yeah, I guess it isn't too far from you, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's nice. I like that place. We also went to the Mill.
Yum.
They were probably at like the capacity that they could have. Like there was a couple people waiting outside when we left, but the place is always so good for. I actually tried something different. I didn't go with the Cubano sandwich, which is what I usually do. I tried the poutine burger.
Ooh, what?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Wasn't the worst poutine related item that I've had. Definitely a better gravy. Like gravy is always the one thing nobody gets right.
Go to Eat Street Social. They have
Ooh.
really good poutine.
Surprisingly, I was asked what one of the better places around here was for poutine. It's in Shakopee, and it's the Muddy Cow. Surprisingly, had good poutine. I don't know if they still have it on their menu, but
Muddy Cow's got some good stuff though.
surprising. It surprises me because I was like, it's not usually a first thought in my head of like places to go that have like, but it's bar food.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Bar food.
Barf. Ood. Oh no, I'm burpy already.
Oh yeah, I think that was one of the I was like, that's why I didn't buy these. That's why I was like, why shouldn't I buy these? Because I was like, am I gonna get the Coors ones or am I gonna go usual and do Coronas? And I was like, I'll change it up to the Coors, and that's what it was with these.
Michelob has some
Gassy.
now.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's my. I'll do that
Ooh.
next round.
yeah, that sounds good.
And Grey Duck vodka.
That
Man,
sounds
everybody's-
fancy.
Everybody's getting in on this game, like podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of bullying going on for TikToks being like, you're not funny. You should not start a podcast. I'm like, okay, I get it.
I'm gonna keep doing me,
Mm-hmm.
but I get it.
Not all of us are on TikTok.
I know.
So
I know.
you can't bully me.
True. We can bully you about sending TikToks via Instagram posts.
No, you can't. I don't get bullied.
Yeah. I can't bully. That was my bullying.
Mm.
You.
Just like that little girl just.
Yeah.
Didn't I send you that the other night?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, that's me."
Mm-hmm. Time travel.
Back to the Future. Which one is your favorite?
Probably the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one
Okay.
doesn't make sense because they go back to the future. But Back to the Future itself doesn't make sense.
No.
Because they go to the past in the first one.
Do you know that in Back to the Future, there was this original the mall called Twin Pines at first, and
It's
then
called Lone Pines at the end.
Yep, because they knock over a tree.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I didn't know that nobody noticed that the first few times they saw it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I never mentioned it, but I
Oh.
was always like, I always thought it was one of the greatest sight pieces of like, oh yeah, he killed the pine tree when he came into entry at the beginning of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. There's a lot of those little kind of things you can find throughout the movie.
What?
Little
I need to
Easter
rewatch
eggs.
it.
Um,
Is your favorite the
you're
second
right.
one?
I actually really like the second one. It probably would be the first one, but close. I do like the second one a lot.
No one likes the third.
I don't mind the third one.
It's fine.
No one. Yeah.
It's westerny with goofy antics, kind
Clint
of a thing.
Eastwood.
Yeah. Mad Dog Tannen.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually never watched the third one.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
So how could you say nobody likes it? You might like it.
True. I've never watched it, but I've heard too much about like that. It's shitty.
I mean, yeah, when you're comparing it to the other two, sure, but yeah, it's still funny. It's still right up there with the other two, I think. But you're right. The time travel in it doesn't make sense. I mean, the little things about him, like him going back and then things changing, like the mall name and obviously events that happen,
Mm-hmm.
like his dad's book and all these other things. Like it all things. But I think it was like the Avengers that then go do time travel and they're like, yeah, but Back to the Future wouldn't make sense because you can't change your future to be different. Like you'd just be changing the past and then it would split off and then you'd come back and it'd be just normal. It would be your future. That's weird. That doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. It's still fun to think about that way of like, time travel is so bizarre because each I mean, I've watched so many different shows and movies that try time travel out and things like that, and it's always funny what the rules are and what the rules can't be and what alters and what doesn't. But I don't know. Like,
What are the other ones? I have.
so I
no
mean,
clue.
like, okay, Back to the Future, he goes back and he changes his future so that things are better. But other times it's like, oh, you can't really change the future, or you can't go back in time and change your future because that is your future. So like a great example of that is the movie 12 Monkeys with Brad Pitt and Bruce Willis. Mostly Bruce Willis. A little bit before Fight Club, actually. So it's a little bit of maybe right around Fight Club. Late 90s, maybe mid 90s. And essentially, it's kind of like the movie Looper, if you've ever seen that. Another Bruce Willis moment, but essentially you start off with the movie and you're seeing him see this event, and then it kind of loops back to that event at the end, being like, spoilers. It's like, it was him dying, and it's like you can't undo what's going to happen already. So it's just kind of this whole idea of you traveling to the past would have already been known if you were going to travel to the past, kind of a thing.
Okay.
Like the paradox of not being able to or you'd run into yourself or something like that, which Back to the Future 2 does. Just doesn't make sense how it would work, because I don't know.
That would make sense.
They what is it? What's his girlfriend's name in Back to the Future?
Blonde chick.
Yeah. Jennifer. Yeah.
Jenny.
She sees herself and she freaks out and they both faint. It's like, but old Jenny should have known that young Jenny was coming.
Mm-hmm.
So like the show Rick and Morty does that, where they have to sync up and they're like, hey, no, like they're coming in to like enjoy Christmas and they're like, no, you have to do this job now. Then you get it comes like this full circle loop of like, hey, you guys don't need to be dicks about this. Well, the guys before us were dicks, so we get to be dicks too.
Nice.
So it's kind of fun just to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like other things that when you change stuff, if you're in the past and then you change it, then it's like, well, nobody's gonna know you, nobody's gonna remember that but you, so it's gonna be different.
Shit.
Everybody else is gonna be the same.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only one that's gonna be like, oh, this isn't how it was. Like the Berenstain Bears
Mandela effect.
conspiracy.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nuts. I think, the butterfly effect. I haven't seen that in forever with Ashton Kutcher in it.
I don't think I ever saw that movie.
Huh. Yeah.
Is it good or is it just Ashton Kutcher good?
Well, I watched it in high school.
Oh, okay.
Could watch it once.
Yeah. It was good for like high school teen.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen other shows that kind of do kind of play out that same story a little bit of like what changes if you just make one difference kind of a thing happen.
Yeah.
Even count Groundhog Day a little bit.
What would you do if you ran into... I mean, that'd be kind of weird. Like, would you go back or would you go forward?
Good question. Do you want to answer that first?
I don't think it. Well, if it were possible, or if time travel even is possible, I don't think it would be possible to go back. It'd have to be a jump forward type deal.
Why would it be impossible to go back
Well,
than forwards?
how are you gonna go back?
Shit, I don't even know. How would you go forward?
Well, I don't know. If you can slow down your timeline enough in like a black hole or something.
There it is, yeah, and there's a lot of
Whereas,
theories with that.
yeah,
where it's,
time
it really
around
is
you
only
speeds up.
Okay.
there's theories that time is cyclical,
Mm-hmm.
and that eventually everything will just repeat again.
Okay.
But they had a lot of time travel for the longest time too. That was like the big thing of like time travel theories. They're like, yeah, you could go forward, you can't go back. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough to say.
To be honest, I probably wouldn't want to go back.
I'd want to go forward.
Yeah.
I'd want to push forward a little ways.
Maybe 70s for a little bit.
When I
But-
think about it, I don't, even if you could go back, I don't think it'd be worth it.
No. Even like the cool idea of like, hey, I could see this cool event or do something like that. It, number one, would not live up to the expectation of what history probably paints it.
Yeah.
Number two, what happens if you get sick or something there? It's nothing backwards is going to be beneficial.
And you know how like anyone would stick out like a sore thumb because we wouldn't know how to use shit. Like imagine like a person from, I don't know, the 50s coming to like the 2020s.
Which I will segue into some of my favorite time travel-y stories out there, because there's the hipster guy in one photo. Just a little sneak preview. No, it's true. You would stick out, and
you wouldn't know how to use anything of like modern technology.
And if depending on the timeline, you'd be instantly murdered on sight. They'd be like, "Who the hell are you?"
Maybe
Demolition Man.
Yeah.
With the 3 seashells in the bathroom.
Because I mean, you think about it, you're like, oh, you travel back to like colonial era. Ugh,
oh yeah.
Like you're sticking out for sure.
Me wearing pants?
Yeah.
Hell no. That's a no-no. And even our accent,
dialogue, everything would be so bizarre. Yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't.
I could fit in.
Oh, 'tis the Pleasantmore. I could try. I could sure try.
He'd just start working. It'd just be like, the man's a mute.
Yeah. Yeah. As a girl, I'd have to keep my tongue like.
Or else you'd be a witch.
Yeah. Oh man, I'd definitely be a witch.
Well, you did just come out of thin air, like pop up out of thin air. So to them, it would be witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I know accounting. Killer.
A woman in math. Mathematics.
She's showing her ankles.
Ah! Oh no. Yeah.
Kind of sorcery.
Yeah. I don't know. I would like to travel forward though. Maybe just like 10 years so I don't feel super out of the loop. You know? Maybe 20.
I don't know. It would be kind of tough because if I'm already doing it, it's already going to feel out of place and out of sync. So you might as well just keep pushing.
Really, the only thing I'd want to travel back in time for was to make money.
Oh, yeah.
Invest in Apple.
Hot tub time machine style.
Google back in like 2000.
Kill Hitler. All of the things.
No. See, then you really mess up timelines.
Yeah, then you're really fighting. Then you're really fighting with history. Yeah, I guess if it's more recent time, yeah, you pick at it a little bit, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, you can't pull the whole Band-Aid off.
You know,
you could pick at the edge of the
scabs. Invest in Apple like right before the iPod came out.
Mm-hmm.
Or in 1985.
Or either or.
Or Amazon.
Yep, Amazon.
The only
when they were
bizarre
just selling
Or
books.
Tesla even recently.
Yeah. The only bizarre thing would be then you're like, oh, there's another version of me out there running around, a younger version. Then do you start to wonder, do you start giving yourself tips and advice at that young age, or be like, hey, see that person? Yeah, fuck that person. Don't go near that person.
Yeah, but then your whole life, I don't know, it's just like a whole bunch of paths that you can take. But
yeah.
like, and
then,
if you're
like
happy with yourself at that point, why would you give those
You try to want to avoid yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess one of the theories is that, but if you're already back there, you're already changing things. So
True.
you've already changed trajectories of pretty much everything.
But then wouldn't your current life be affected by that somehow anyway?
So, and that's where time travel things go different, is there's the jokes that are be like, well, if this works, then you never, like Terminator in theory, if it worked every time, there wouldn't be a need for a Terminator to come at all, so it would just like reset. And that's similar, and Futurama does this too, where it's like, oh, they're voting for this guy because they don't want Nixon to be president again because he screws everything up, and it works, they do it, but then he disappears and Nixon wins anyway, because it's like, oh, well, it just altered reality. Now that's one direction. The other direction is it doesn't affect you at all because that's your past now, even though it was future in the time reference to, like, let's say you go back to 85 and you came from 2021. Everything moving forward for you would be like 1985 or 1986 would be 2022 for you, even though you're in 1985, 1986.
Okay.
So yeah, there's those two different paths of like, well, what would it be? Who knows? Who knows? 2022. That's so far away. I can't even predict.
That is nuts.
I don't know. 2020 is not far behind us, and it's just looking there like an animal.
Oh, it's still prevalent, I feel.
Yeah.
It's weird though. I still, when I date anything, I still say 2020. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, that happens always for like the first month and a half, 2 months.
Yep. Especially when 2020 is so like easy to write.
Oh yeah, for sure. 2021. Ugh. Because it's so weird, like knowing, like friends, siblings who are 21 this year, and they're like, we were born in 2000. I'm like, ooh, that's weird.
It's easy for people to card people now.
Yeah.
Anybody with a 1 before.
Yeah. Oh, there's a 9 in there.
You hanging out with a lot of 21-year-olds?
Just one. Tom's brother, or Chelsea's brother.
Brendan?
Yeah, Brennan.
He's an electrician. Did you know that?
He is an electrician.
Get him drunk, he'll tell you.
Oh.
Every time.
Wait, was that the guy I disagreed with a lot? I don't know.
I don't know.
One of the brothers.
There's the one brother he's kind of he's not as fun. Brennan's the fun one.
Oh, okay.
Brennan's the fun one.
Oh, okay. Was he the judge?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I liked him.
Yeah, the other brother was on one of the teams.
My team.
Yeah. So sorry.
My team?
Yeah,
I
Team
forgot whose
America.
team.
Team America.
Oh,
Team
Germany. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Oop.
We had almost we've been around where
Like
I've had
you-
almost
like
the
you
whole
forgot.
team.
Yeah. No. I knew it was Germany. I just forgot who. It's Tom.
Yep.
Berg.
Yep.
Yeah. And us.
Yep. That was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll do that again sometime.
Was that in 2018?
Just not Tom.
That was 2019? 2019 maybe? Yeah. It'll probably be at Zeph's, the next Beer Olympic event type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or Annie's.
Or Annie's.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Do you guys want to?
She's got a whole acre of land.
Yeah, you guys can camp out.
Camp out in your house, but
Yeah, there's also.
Got room for a trailer in your driveway?
oh, he's got a camper.
Hey.
He's got a camper.
There you go.
Could bring the pop up.
I'm excited about that. Looking at that house.
I thought you said you need to fix it up.
Yeah, I'm still excited to look at it. Take a tour. What?
I just couldn't imagine buying a fixer-upper if you didn't know how to fixer up things.
Hey,
I'd be terrified.
Chewy's, like, he knows a lot of people. Construction
and
electricity and plumbing, and he's got a lot of contacts. And I've got the energy to do it. I can learn.
Motivation.
Yeah. I can try. I got ideas. Kinda.
I'd be able to sketch it on paper and be like, let's make this.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm going to go sit down now. Actually, I'm more of an assistant when it comes to house projects. Like if I don't have to be the one in charge of the whole deal, tell me to go do this. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna run it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna run that operation.
Yeah.
I've done some tiling work. It's probably the most recent thing. That's about it.
Yep.
I was gonna say Sean would be fine on his. Sean would have it all done. Probably in a couple weeks.
Yeah. I'm what do you want? Okay, go away. That's what I am.
Are you working a lot of construction? Well, you work with your grandfather on some of the sites, or do you have a lot of the sites by yourself right now?
My uncle's there.
Oh, your uncle's there. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I was on a roof today.
They're restoring rivers.
Saving the river.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Coors.
We have one running through the parking lot out there.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on out there?
Broken pipe.
That explains all the ice.
Apparently it's warm enough where it doesn't freeze.
Yeah, it was
the water is somehow. Because it was running when it was yesterday, the day before.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Trying to think of other time travel-y things.
Well, have you seen Umbrella Academy?
I have,
They time travel in that.
They do, yeah. That's a lot of time traveling in that one.
Mm-hmm. What was the other one I just thought of? I'll think of it again. Maybe not.
Oh, I had a list brought up. Let me see if I can find it.
I like Umbrella Academy for some reason.
I do too. It's very entertaining. And I'm excited for the new characters of season 3 when that comes out.
But it's a quick binge.
Yeah. And I'm okay with that, actually, because some of these, like I said, some of these shows I just feel like I'm like, I'm never going to catch up, and I don't know if I want to. But these short ones I can do. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, yeah, that was the one.
That's
yeah. See, that one would F with the timeline a lot.
Yeah.
Because they're stealing all these people from their timelines.
Setting them back and not being like, oh, yeah, that's not going to mess with them at all.
And publicly showing them off in the future. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Terminator's kind of a... Yeah, that one's all over the place. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Oh, yeah. The ninja.
With the lamps.
The Chinese one.
Mm-hmm. They go back and fight. They basically take down a dynasty, don't they?
Yeah.
Those crazy turtles. Groundhog Day made this list. Yep, there's 12 Monkeys. It's 1995. James Cole is sent back in time to acquire an unmutated form of a virus that has nearly wiped out humanity. Wow. Lost in Space. Oh, yeah, there is time travel in that. Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me. I guess Goldmember makes the list too, doesn't it? Oh, Galaxy Quest makes the list for 13 seconds of back in time jumping. Which I'd forgotten about. I guess I'm too unfamiliar. It's been a while.
Oh, I've heard that's really good.
It is good.
Isn't that Alan Rickman?
Alan Rickman. No, well, he's like the Spock character.
I love Alan Rickman.
Yeah, yeah.
Justin Long.
Justin Long is like his first big movie. forgetting his name. He was in Moon and shit. I'm forgetting the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look this up really quick because Galaxy Quest is a great movie. I'm trying to remember Sam Rockwell. How can I forget Sam Rockwell? Is in there. Yeah, it's a really fun cast. I definitely recommend watching that one.
Okay, I'm gonna name some bands. You tell me if
Phil Collins.
I said bands.
Phil Collins band.
That's not a band. That was Genesis. But
Genesis.
anyways,
There
no,
we
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm gonna name some bands. You rate either yay or nay. Either yay or nay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. The Fray.
Yay.
Yay for a couple songs. Yay.
All right.
I'm gonna have to go all or nothing on these.
Okay.
Maroon 5.
Nay.
All right. Old Maroon 5.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay. Lifehouse.
Yay.
Nay.
Nay.
Wow.
I don't think the door's locked, Justin. You can leave.
I know. Sure, there'll be a few of these.
All American Rejects.
Yay. Yeah.
Okay.
They're
We
fun
saw
for
them in
karaoke.
concert.
Did you really?
No, you were there too.
I was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
Blink.
opened. They
Yeah.
opened.
For
I
Blink.
forgot. Yeah.
Ariel was there.
It was them and was that the Day to Remember one also?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because
I only went because Zeph couldn't.
that's right. And then we saw Nick and his wife there,
Yep. Her name's Tracy.
Tracy. I didn't know if we were gonna say her name on the podcast, and I don't remember if he
We
said
didn't
it.
say her last name.
Nick has a wife?
That's true. Different Nick.
Not
Different
that
Your
Nick.
friend, Nick?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
the one I told you about yesterday.
Yep.
I have another friend, Nick, too.
You got a lot of Nicks.
There's a lot of Nicks.
Yeah. Got a few Justins.
Slinging Nicks.
If
Excuse
you're
me?
blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
I have a few mics.
Putting up with Nicks. Couple mics.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends.
Well, good.
You and
Glad.
Ariel would talk about not having 20 people to invite to whatever.
I
I
could.
could fill that.
I
pretty
could
quick.
round it up if I had to.
Fill in some blanks.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me? How about... Uh-oh, I've run out. Okay, talk amongst yourself.
Lil Wayne. Yay or nay?
So we're going to
Oh,
rappers
we're going to
Yeah.
pardoned,
Uh-huh.
pardoned folks now.
now?
On a quick side note of that, it was really funny that Joe Exotic had a limo already ready to go out of jail, the Tiger King,
Dang, I didn't know that.
and he did not get pardoned.
Why would he...
I was devastated.
Why
too.
would he think he would?
I don't know.
I don't even know what he did.
I think he-
I never actually
I don't
watched the thing.
I don't even remember that.
Attempted murder.
You
or
know what?
something, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, that the Tiger King documentary, although it was almost a year ago, feels like 5 years ago.
Mhm.
So
It's been a long
No,
time.
that was
Yeah.
like April.
yeah, that's true. Oh God, hasn't even
Wasn't
been
even
a year.
a year.
Still.
It feels like over
It
a
was
year.
like 9 months ago. It's like a baby now.
Yeah.
Remember when we thought COVID was intense in April? We're like, oh, we're so scared. I'm like, what are you
We're
gonna
just
do
locked
about
in
it
our
now,
house
baby?
with no toilet paper because everybody fucking bought it.
Yeah, that was weird.
It's a good thing there was toilet paper when we actually got it, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Not that I needed it, really.
Yeah, it was really kind of funny. It was like, yeah, I guess I'm in the bathroom, but no more than usual.
I know.
I don't know that was going to be an issue.
It wasn't an issue for me. Yeah.
I think there was a lot of people hoarding it,
Yeah,
and that was the issue. I don't know.
some of those suburbanites, they just like to hoard when they can.
Mhm.
Orders.
Hoarder house. Dun, 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 dun,
All right,
dun.
how about Coldplay?
Yay.
Old Coldplay? Yay.
I'm a low-key yay
Yeah.
for all of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can
I'm
jam
in the
out.
mood.
I
I'm
can
in the
jam out
mood.
to their hits for like
Yellow is
a good
good.
half hour.
You can do the Scientists or Yellow.
Mhm. Yeah, there's some really good yays, but
Yeah.
One Republic.
You can do Apologize if I were drunk.
I don't
There's
know
Counting
any others.
Stars.
Oh, there is Counting Stars, yeah.
I'll say
Okay.
nay. I could live without those songs in the world.
Yeah. I'll have to go nay, because I'm like 2 songs and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3 if I really sat down and thought about it, but
Imagine Dragons.
I'm gonna say
I just scrolled past them.
I'm gonna say nay, because even though there's a couple songs like that I liked when they first came out, like Radioactive was fun when it came out, and but yeah, their Thunder song can go
just a young gun.
go boom outside of itself. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
Mumford and Sons?
Yay.
Yay.
I don't know.
Yeah. 2 against 1. There's a door right there. You know, you can open it and shut it, and yourself is outside of it.
That's what doors do.
Yeah.
And I'll just come back in.
Okay, do it. Just a young gun.
Stop it.
Okay.
You're hurting my soul.
Well, you guys got anything? Anyone?
Katy Perry.
I mean, she hasn't come out with anything recently.
Yeah, I was gonna say yay for old Katy Perry. Absolutely. Same with Lady Gaga. Yays all the way.
What's some new ones?
Chevelle.
She said new ones.
I'm just.
Oh, they did come out with an album though recently.
They got a new one coming out in March.
I don't know who they are.
Yet.
Oh, okay.
So, nay.
You don't know who Chevelle is?
Mm-mm.
They sing The Red. Send the Pain Below.
Send the pain below.
Much like suffocating. That's part of the song.
How about Alien Ant Farm?
Wait,
yay!
I was gonna hold on a sec.
What? You told me to do it.
Playing a little Chevelle.
Oh,
I saw them live at in St. Paul.
I don't know this.
What?
Mm-mm.
It used to be like snowboarding music for me.
Did you ever go to my friend's band, Quarter Life Crisis?
No, I never got to see them.
Oh, they're punky.
I
They
know,
cover
I know.
punk bands.
I do need well, you know what it was is we talked about it.
Didn't you say this is shit for audio?
Excuse me?
Oops. Okay.
How about Linkin Park?
Yay.
Park,
Yeah.
yays.
That's Chevelle.
I like it.
Yeah, this was
Hey, check them out.
high school and snowboarding. Like they had like 6 or 8 songs on my snowboarding playlists.
How about Shaggy? Wasn't it?
Mr. Lover. We did this. I
You know,
cut this all out of the episode.
I was gonna say, but did you guys? There was, I don't know if it was like a joke thing, but it was just like, all right, I'll finally admit it was me.
About time.
I'll say yay for Shaggy. He produces serotonin in weird ways. Why not?
Excuse me?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. For me.
Self-Destructor.
Yes.
That's Chevelle's latest hit. Or
That's what it
single,
is.
not hit.
That's what it is.
Newer people, you say? What year just ended? 2020? Let's do 2020 hits.
God, I'm not gonna
see
know.
what we get
I
here.
was gonna say this is gonna be very interesting because it's gonna be like I don't know who
I'll only
that
know them from
is.
TikTok.
Top tracks of 2020.
Doja Cat will probably be up there.
The Weekend?
I like the Weekend.
yeah.
Yay.
I like what he's doing.
Pre or post-op?
I like what he's doing with public, like, social media right now. He's just making it weird.
Because he looks weird now.
Uh-huh. That's just a stunt.
He's got a Michael Jackson thing going.
Mm-hmm.
Poet Malone?
Poet Malone.
Yay.
Yay. I was nay for a long time, and I finally came around to yaying.
Mm-hmm.
Cardi B?
Yay.
Nay. I don't know. It's just some of her stuff is.
Yeah.
I like when it's used and stuff, but I'm like you're not gonna find me sitting and listening to it
There's
on
some
my
bops.
own. Like I like listening, like seeing people's videos to this on the talk, but
How about her?
Megan Thee Stallion. She's
she
got
gets
some good
yays
songs.
just for her crazy attitude and be. Yeah.
Sodomy, sodomy, sodomy.
J Beebs is still around.
Oh, nay. His new stuff is bleh.
I didn't mind the one song that he did, or his
Holy.
no, Lonely. To me, I'm like you can tell he's growing up. He's finally figuring it out. It's good for him for that. Okay. But I will also say nay to his music itself.
I've never
liked him. One song can't redeem it.
Yeah. Doja Cat. Do you know any of her songs?
Yeah, I just passed
her.
The
name is familiar, and I've probably heard some of the stuff on Instagram, social media in general.
Keep it juicy. I eat that lunch. This is hers too.
Oh yeah,
I know this TikTok
one. Yeah. I probably didn't know that it was her. So
I know too many TikTok stupid shit.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I'll say yay, but I can't say that I listened to it on my own.
I go yay.
My own accord.
Let's see if I get Billie Eilish.
Yay.
I mean,
I'll soft yay that.
She doesn't have much range.
She's got a good voice, good lyrics, great production for videos, music videos, and she's freaking 17 or 18. She's like,
I think she's 18 now. Yeah, maybe.
And
she's just talented. I like her.
That's a yay from Annie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was it.
Was that it?
Apparently. Let's go to top artist in 2020. Oh, we got Juice WRLD. He's got a few songs, like this one.
I feel so low.
I gotta keep talking over it so we can get to the. Hold on.
Gross.
La 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 la.
Shadows in my room.
Oh.
I kind of like him. He's kind of rappy, punky.
He's very poet Malone. He's very post.
You're Poet Malone.
He's very post Malone.
I'll say yay.
How about this one?
He
what is
died
it called?
too,
Trap music?
I don't think that's trap music.
No, it's not trap, but there's a different. They have a different name for like artists like Post Malone and him and things like that. It's mumble rap, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've heard some mumble rap, and I don't think those guys are mumble rap. But
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's very different though, but it's kind of like long, and I'm gonna hold on to the. So it's just kind of a.
Excuse me.
They both in post sound the same.
Yeah.
Like they have there's some type of genre growing out of it.
Hi, I like Harry Styles a lot. I'll say yay.
All yay to his stuff by himself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, same.
What? You don't like the group songs?
I really like Sign of the Times.
Ooh.
That's one of his songs.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like his first solo hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Apparently I'm not into pop culture music recently. Like I'll get little tidbits here and there. Little ones to grab at, but that's about it. Or else I'm off in my own little world of music, which I'm fine with. I'm okay with it.
Top artist of 2020. Apparently the Beatles got in there.
Interesting segue back to time travel. And so here's another, it's kind of more of a, I was looking through the people's tales of time travel. And if you looked far enough, you'll start to go into time slips, which are just quick segments of time being different and weird and strange. And then like jumping back, like all of a sudden, like, it's a lot of different like ideas and theories for that kind of phenomenon. But then there's also dimension hopping, or like a dimension slip, where like all of a sudden you're in another. And according to this guy, he went into it. He slipped into another dimension. I don't know if somebody helped him or what. Where the Beatles were still making music. They were all still alive, and he had grabbed a mixtape of new music. There is a website with it, but I'm pretty sure I can debunk it just off of the one song. But it just, I mean, still the interesting concept in the theory that, hey, you're right, you know, there is, I mean, time travel or not, I mean, that's always a possibility. There could easily be another, like, multiverse dimension where the Beatles are still making music and not just Paul McCartney.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Do you think they would have had band switch-ups like Blink-182? Probably.
There's weird, like, I've heard that it's a 50-50 chance that this whole world is a simulation, which...
That's
50-50?
I'm more on the idea of... I'm more open to the ideas of the multiverse and any of that other stuff over this simulation concept.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny
like,
to me.
To be honest...
it depends on what you mean, like what they refer to as a simulation.
Yeah. To be honest, like, I don't care. If it is, like, I feel like my choices are my choices, and I feel like I make those good choices to lead me on to different things. So, like, what's the purpose of me thinking that I'm in control versus another person?
Do you feel in control?
Most part, yeah.
Do you feel like a sim?
Have you played The Sims?
Wait.
So you have played The Sims. She knows the language.
Snore, flea, flop.
You've said too much.
Yeah.
I like The Sims.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just I kind of I've never adhered to that idea. Like the idea of maybe I need to listen to somebody explain to me their version, this high concept version of that we're all sitting in a simulation. But I'm like, it's kind of
boring. For most parts.
Yeah, it's a lot of you're letting people masturbate a lot for a simulation. That's kind of weird and bizarre.
And work weird jobs, mundane ones.
And
why?
Like, all right, these people can be sick. All right, these people can be poor.
Yeah.
All right, these people can be doing this. All right, let's bomb this area.
We talking about real life now, or The Sims the game actually?
We might be talking Sim City at this point. Tornado.
Or just remove the ladder from a pool.
Yep.
Make the walls high.
You drown.
Roller Coaster Tycoon style. Just build a coaster with no ending to it. Just has
That's
it launch.
life, man. Whoa.
Just launches you off into the water.
I used to like that game, but I'd always send it up to like 5 times the speed because I was too impatient.
Flies off the track.
Well, I was just talking about like the time of the day. So I wouldn't have to sit there and watch money go up $20 at a time.
That's why I started playing for free. Money didn't exist.
There you go. There was a school tycoon one that was kind of boring.
There was a school.
Oh, Willow.
But I was like, is that when you knew you were going to be an accountant? When you were like, I need to budget the school?
My mom, she gave me all of these stupid...
You're spending too much on erasers.
I asked my mom for like a video game console, like a PlayStation.
Yeah.
The first thing she got us was an Atari Classic. I'm like,
that's awesome.
Thanks.
You still got it?
We may.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I think it's from like the 2000s revised version.
Oh. Not as cool then. You can keep that.
Yeah.
Just leave that up north.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's deductible from this school.
Yeah, it's kind of... I hated that game so much.
The Tycoon...
Sounds like a terrible game.
I was going to say...
School Tycoon.
I remember playing Zoo Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon, and Ski Resort Tycoon. That was my favorite, actually, because then you could build a snowboard park.
My mom with her stupid choices.
Yeah. Nothing better than going to school and coming home and working at a school.
Working the school. Suddenly you're at school being like, look, Mrs. P, that budget could so be down to cut down over here. Look, you just need to do this, this, and this.
Yep.
Yeah, those are the worst dreams, too. Thinking you're still in school and you get into class and you don't know anything about what's going on.
Get those now where they sometimes feel as I'm like, so am I in class or is this a reunion? What's the deal?
Yeah.
I have a lot of realistic ones where it's like, I haven't been to this class forever.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't remember if I'm even in the class, but I'm here.
I had a creepy dream last night that I ran into an ex at a Hobby Lobby.
You go to Hobby Lobby a lot?
No. Last time was
That
like,
was the nightmare.
but his eyes were like puffy and red. It looked like he was like maced. And he was like, "I'm gonna follow you into your room." I'm like, "No." Yeah, and that was it.
I had a pretty strange. I got like abruptly awoken from my dream last night, but it was kind of. I just remember it was kind of like a classroom setting because all of a sudden I saw a guy from high school that I haven't seen since high school really, and all of a sudden the only thing I remember saying is I had like this weird jacket type thing, and I go out to him and I'm just like, "Hey man, it's gonna get better." Put the jacket on him. "You look great. All right," and walked away. And that's when I woke up. I was like, "The fuck was going on?"
Whoa. Have you ever gone to a reunion?
No,
Have you?
No.
I don't know if I want to.
I didn't care for high. He hangs out with all his high school friends anyways.
True. Anybody I want to see, I'll see.
I literally don't talk to anybody from high school.
Yeah, I've got like a handful. That's it.
Yeah, but how many people did you go to high school with?
29? 20, 30?
That was your
probably
class?
about
That was our class.
That's probably about the
Yeah,
extent of people from Prior Lake that I still talk to.
Yeah.
And see.
Mine's probably like 5 people max.
I think we were close to 4. We were in like the 430.
Your graduating
440.
class was 30 people?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was like one class for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We had all the same. We had about like 14 people to a class room.
That's
so
wild.
I always like grew up with it was kind of really classist. There was like people who were on the right track for education, college education, and the other people were like, we'll see what you guys can do. Which
Sounds
is kind of
like
dumb.
college in some ways, which is surprising. Because
Mhm.
like high school, maybe it was just muddled by that point, just because there were so many just different groups of people. And maybe they're probably, AP classes in general were that same concept of like, oh yeah, they're going to go places. And it's just like that, or I just don't care. All right, cool.
Yeah, my graduating class was 763.
Jeez.
I think we had like 2,800 people in the school.
Wow.
Your class was more than my K through 12, which was about 500.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was going to say our Prior Lake was starting to grow at the time. We were probably one of the last classes that was only in like the 430s, 440s or something like that. And it just continued to get bigger and bigger. I think my sister's graduating class was around that 700 range.
Mm-hmm.
No comment.
I heard her bell. Yeah, I don't think literally I could meet them all at a bar on a Thanksgiving, and that would be a reunion. I don't know.
For a while, that was the
Thanksgiving.
thing. That was the thing to do back. So that would be the closest thing to that I've been to that wasn't a reunion, like an official reunion, was going on the night before Thanksgiving to a bar in Prior Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pass
on doing that again.
Yeah, I went to New Year's last year for because Lindsay, the one who lives in Australia now, she was up, and then our friend Heidi, we went to high school with her, and we all caught up, and I don't know, but there was a lot of people from my high school that were there, and it was kind of like, I don't know, it feels weird, like
yeah, I didn't hate. It's not like I was like, I don't like these people.
Yeah,
more or less, it was just like,
yeah, a lot of people are really, really, really cool up north. Everyone has their cool story behind them. But, people just grow different and apart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even to this day, it's, as said, the number of people that I still hang out with or, started to hang out with after that time, but from that area. Mm-hmm. I'll still sometimes there will be, new people that'll crop in every now and then, or I'll be like, oh, hey, how's it going? And it's fine. But, yeah, I just have no desire to go to the reunion and be a part of that because, nope. Doesn't need to feel like high school. If I run into you, it's different.
Yeah.
I don't see why reunions are a thing anymore.
I don't know either because, the whole point was...
you can keep in touch if you want to nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like a weird brag session. Who would want that?
I think it was kind of for even some of our like our parents' generation going to reunions. It kind of became a brag session for some of them, but you're right. It is kind of bizarre that they continue on the tradition of getting together for a reunion when, if
it's
you
your
really
choice.
To, yeah,
it seems like a lot of work for one night.
Yeah, right. It's weird. Yeah,
seems like more of a burden nowadays than it is worth doing.
Yeah, I do.
Not only for the people putting it on, but for the people deciding whether or not to go.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like they did the Facebook group for the last one for my 10-year. They were just like, "Hey, are you coming or going?" I was like, "No, I'm just gonna not going."
I'm 3 years away from my 20-year.
Nice. Ooh, that's coming up. It's coming up.
This summer was my 10-year.
I'm almost that old.
I'm coming up on my 15.
Jeez, you old man.
No. It's not good. I mean, it's still a couple of years away, but. Oh, no.
I still feel like, I don't know, my internal age is 25. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But 28's like kind of.
We
I'll get there.
We talked about this at one point, and I'm still around the idea, especially lately. I'm around like, I'll range from like all of a sudden I'll feel like I'm 18 to 21, and then when I'm parenting, then I'm like, oh, I'm somewhere in the. It still feels like I'm a kid, but then I feel like I'm like 27 or 28.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I shaved so I could look at.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
The youthfulness returns. It's the reason I can't really grow a beard. I just want to stay youthful.
That's not why.
It's a hormone disorder.
Yeah, but real men actually grow them.
You know I have a hormone disorder.
All great men had mustaches.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh, his name was Teddy. Okay, you can't take him seriously if his name's Teddy.
He was made of wax, Larry.
Tom
What are you made
Selleck.
of?
Yeah, his teeth were made of wool.
Oh, ow. That would be miserable to bite into something. It's just.
It would hurt so bad.
Yeah. I don't think you could. It'd just be like
Fluff.
At that point, it's like why?
Hard fluff.
Why even bother?
There's no way to get that clean either.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No, that was from Big Daddy. His teeth were actually made of wood. We're talking about George Washington.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Rob Schneider. Yeah, I heard his teeth were made of wool. That was wood. Oh, I get my L's and my D's mixed up.
He's played that guy in some variation in like 4 movies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's his whole character.
Recently rewatched You Don't Mess with the Zohan. That's an interesting one. It's goofy. It's silly. So it's actually pretty. It works pretty funny.
Those are movies where you just turn off your brain and laugh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did that also with The Dictator, Sacha Baron Cohen's movie.
Yep.
And yeah, that one's also another one of like, this isn't great, but I'm laughing. So
I can't believe they got Rudy Giuliani.
I still
in
haven't
that
watched the whole.
situation.
Oh, we
No,
watched
never
it up north.
Yeah, but we never
Yeah.
finished it. I haven't finished it.
Sorry, I was under the weather.
That's all right.
So were you guys. You just didn't know it.
Eventually we were.
We caught on a couple days later.
Yeah.
I went back up there a couple weeks ago. Nobody got sick,
That's good.
Good.
so it cleared
I
out.
was gonna say the cold air probably helped with that.
Oh,
Were there people after us, like straight after us?
No.
Good. Okay.
I was whenever we went up there was the last time or the first time people were up there.
I feel like we need a redemption trip up to the cabin where we can come back.
What an
saying,
introduction for Chewy too.
Oh, I know. Well, I think it would
Hey.
just be really funny to go back up there and spend the weekend, and it's just how ironic it would be is if all of a sudden we came back sick again. It's like, son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
I was gonna say I didn't even feel like it was that wild of a time. Like,
yeah.
so
It's
Just
weird
kind
how some people who, like, Chewy's sister-in-law, she always has parties, always is doing something with random people. Well, she's got a lot of cousins and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, how is she not? I don't know. She hasn't gotten sick, which is nuts.
Yeah, there's, I mean, like even, well, now, when we were in Arizona back in November, it was still kind of like, you go certain places and it was, nothing really mattered and things like that. It was just like, how are these people not getting sick? And now I guess it's kind of spreading around a little bit, but like, I don't know.
I haven't checked cases in like months.
I haven't. Yeah, I've stopped kind of. Once you kind of feel like, once you feel like, you're just kind of like, oh, I'm over this thing for a little while.
Yeah, it's like
until the antibodies are gone. Yeah, but I'm hoping. I mean, realistically, you'd think by the time shots are ready for our demographic, it'll be like, oh, then that would be about the time the antibodies would be not helpful anymore. So we just only, I mean, realistically, summertime, springtime here, I mean, even flu season is pretty short around here for most of us. So kind of hoping it ends up being like that eventually, where it's just like, oh yeah, just do this shot, you'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
Because I am not looking forward to those repeats of it, because eventually you're going to get it again at some point in your life, and it's going to be like, fuck, hopefully it's just not 2 weeks of misery like the first time.
Annie, look up and see if they have a stat on how many people have had it twice.
I checked before when I was like freaking out. I don't think there's many.
When were you freaking out?
Probably like a month after we got it.
The only person that I know that's tested positive twice at 2 separate times and has felt some symptoms the first time and definitely symptoms the second time was my mother.
She's had COVID twice?
She tested positive back in July or end of June, early July. And then tested positive again in end of November. So puts it about the right time framing. But again, she may have not had, like, she may have had a false positive the first time around.
Okay.
Because she was like, I didn't feel sick. She said I felt a little tired, but very possible.
The newest one is December 10th. And it says things are always changing, so the rare status for this could always change as well.
Yeah, now that we're jumping into year 2, it'll be interesting to see some of those stats. But it's at this point, it's kind of a waiting game because I think as more people get the vaccine, it'll. I mean, again, I'm okay with the work situation right now, so I'm like, oh, if it's still another few months of that without having to ask about other arrangements, kind of thing, I'm okay.
For real though, like
but the idea of opening things would be nice.
Yeah, I haven't gotten sick besides that time, like even a cold or a flu, and usually I get those once a year. So that feels nice to not have.
I've had hangovers.
Yeah,
I've had a hangover, but that's
your
right.
own.
Yeah,
like
without me making myself. Yeah, I really haven't been sick since then.
The risk of infection for other things too are so low. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I'll have a February, March where I don't feel stuffy all the time. It'll be nice.
Yeah, imagine the percentage of the population you'd be in if you had it twice.
COVID twice, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in a slim margin. Maybe 10%, 2%. I'll be in the middle, maybe 5%. I mean, I certainly, even back in like September, I had read reports of people possibly having it twice. Once early on, and then again in the fall.
And one article I read that if you're like traveling around to different countries and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Your strain opportunity is like way higher.
Yep.
So then you can get the COVID.
Yeah, and now that there's that other strand of the virus running around, you maybe have a chance of catching it again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not bothered by the mandates of certain things, but again, I'm like, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to when things can kind of be a little bit more
lax.
Yeah.
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 I think, what was it, Israel? They have distributed their vaccine. Like,
really?
For most people, they have it.
Wow.
And like, yeah, a lot of other countries have they're distributing it really well. But we're not.
I do know people who have had it already, so that's good.
Mostly health workers, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like professional athletes have it. All of them do.
Yeah.
Which is weird to me. And then healthcare workers. My mom hasn't had it yet.
Really?
I don't think my mom has yet either, but my dad's gotten a text about getting it.
Oh, nice.
I'm waiting for mine too.
My mom's on this C.
Got a little time. Right?
I don't know.
Maybe?
Technically, my address on my ID is still my parents' house.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So since I live with them.
Hey. There you go.
Otherwise, I would have changed it today because I was at the DMV.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
God, I've been trying to. That brings in a whole different thing of trying to get the real ID, and I'm just like, every time I think about it, I'm like, where's my birth certificate? Where's all this stuff?
You need your birth certificate.
You need a ton of different.
I think you just need 2 forms of ID, don't you? Can't you just bring in a passport?
Yeah.
I think maybe then I'd be okay because I do have a passport. I think you're right. I think it's for the people without passports. It seems like such a pain in the ass.
I have that passport card somewhere.
Yeah.
I haven't used my passport in a year and a half. Blah.
I somehow when I got
Stop listening.
Alexa, stop listening.
She's like, I'm gonna get all this information right now.
Alexa, does Justin smell like beef and cheese? Alexa, sorry, what? What? Justin.
She's right. I do absolutely stink. You bitch.
Oh, now that I know that's a thing. Justin absolutely stinks. Thank you.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow.
I think we need to get that recorded. Could be a good end.
Probably. What were we talking about? We were talking about, the DMV, yeah.
I was there today. There was a small line, but, I had to finally take care of getting my boat title issued to myself.
On that note.
But I bought it in April, and then, everything was closed then.
Yeah.
So I've waited, and then I heard there were lines and stuff like that.
Yeah, trying to get my title changed. I haven't even gotten the change yet. Like the official title hasn't come. I mean, it's paperwork wise it's filled out, but yeah, that took 2 different trips and probably about an hour total both times. So yeah, it was not fun for a while there.
This is the smell checker skill. Tell me someone's name and I'll tell you if they smell.
Justin.
Justin smells like they don't know what soap is.
That's fair. That's fair.
Annie.
Annie smells so good. I wish I had a nose to smell them.
Wow. Wow. I find this hard to believe.
No, you were pretty accurate. So.
Well, yeah, she's been accurate 3 for 3 on me, but
Annie, or not Annie, Alexa. Open smell checker.
This is the smell checker skill. Tell me someone's name and I'll tell you if they smell.
Sean.
No, Ariel.
Sean smells bad. Like really bad.
wow.
That's speed. That was just the first time.
I think she might be sexist.
I think so.
I have a
Alexa,
theory.
Wait.
Open smell checker. Sean.
Nah, Sean smells good.
No.
What?
Wow.
She's got
wow,
jokes.
You got jokes.
She got jokes.
To unplug you.
Jokes on you.
Alexa, open smell checker. Ariel.
Nah, Ariel smells good. Not.
Well,
Ariel, you're stinky.
you do sleep next to Sean, and she did say it twice.
That smells good.
Yeah, apparently she's got the hots for Annie.
We could try it again.
But can you ever love a device?
Smell checker. Annie.
Did you even need to ask? Annie smells so bad.
Wow, Annie. She must have tooted.
Oh,
Annie
jeez.
tooted. Tutti
I
Frutti over
knew
there.
it.
Still think she lives here.
I'm eating the chocolates like I'm
So we all stink.
All right, that's good to know. Thanks, Alexa.